Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Brady to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. 48-yard line.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Holton Hill, the one there to bring him down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Buccaneers. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Anthony Harris on the tackle. 2 yards on the pick.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 32.
Again, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
From the 27. Brady, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, 27 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd down, Cook. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Vikings 3.
So out on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10 and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook,
Minnesota.
77 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. What an excellent run, and from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
he was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Now Brady.
3rd and 5.
Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Chris Godwin. Results in a 4th down.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They do go for it. It's Brady. Able to slither by. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bucs take over first.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he's got some space here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run by the big man Fournette. 66 yards. Now Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead.
Sunk up on for the point after.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does because...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 40. Past the 20. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Throwing now is Brady. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. But that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Brought down by
Levante David in on the tackle.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Minnesota.
On 1st down, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 now.
2-yard line.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Getting it to him, and winds up going for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action now, Cousins. He gets it left side to Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
To Dalvin Cook.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Tackled by
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to regain the lead. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Anthony.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
A 3-yard pickup.
Fournette running out of the gun. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, You go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. William Golston. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets to him again. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Vikings 34. Buccaneers 20. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Going on 1st down is Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts
8 yards
as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Brady again. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
Intercepted by the Vikings.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Leonard Fournette. Strong run, but they get to him just beyond the 40. Anthony Harris on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and...
On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On first down, Fournette going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage as he'll wind up losing a yard on the play.
Harris on the tackle. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Fournette.
48-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A gain of a yard.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Bailey now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Vikings 41, Buccaneers 20. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And
that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 77 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut in out of that deficit.
His kick is
well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now K.J. Osborne. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
K.J. Osborne on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there out of Cook. 63 yards.
A gain of 60.
So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 6-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Cook on the toss left.